Okay, I still have the 1813 on the bench, but I had this issue, it sounds like the same that you had, with the 1410, where, as you can see, I close that. For some reason, I'd have to push. You can see there's that little bit of either not enough spring tension or the rubber tires wore. So carefully, I might not be doing this correct. So anybody out there, comment down below. Of course, like and subscribe. But I just stick in between the crack and then rotate to pop up. Probably better aesthetically for looks to do that on the backside. But you can see there's these two there, and then there, those parts that secure the top on. And then you have a rubber tire on a wheel that has spring tension. And so when this lever comes out after the thread's wound, that tire goes back to the left. I assume either tension pushing to the right up against this hand wheel, kind of geared surface, isn't enough, or, maybe that metal's, because once this pushes down, there's a lever, and you can see there's a little metal, there's a light behind there, so it might not show up on the camera. Yeah, there you go. Pushes that lever, it's shiny metal, pushes the lever over. And either the tires wore, so that tire on the wheel needs to be replaced, it's wore down too much. I was actually thinking adding like black tape, wrapping some electrical tape around there to build that diameter up. Might be able to put like a rubber band around there to build that diameter up. If you have a small enough, maybe like a vegetable, those wider rubber bands might work. I wound up doing, like I said, I just very carefully, I've got a little longer nails. They're not the longest, but they're a little longer. I just really carefully making sure nothing caught. I mean, you want to be very careful. I just push that over enough, just that little bit, engage the wheel to get the bobbin winding. That seemed to work. Might be able to use a tool if it's a really long tool, to push over so you're out of the way of, like this handle kind of rests, and a long shaft so nothing would catch on the bobbin. Should be able to push it over. I was going to demonstrate on this machine, but they're pretty much the same. So, and on this one, my wheels are cracked actually. So I don't know if the diameter's a little larger. I assume it's just slightly, but you can see the design's very similar, though a little different. Here's the internals. You can see how they catch those, what do they call that? Oh, like a ball joint, whatever that catch is called. They're pretty much the same. The design there, same with the wheel. Now on this one, I'm glad you asked, because I learned something new, and that's, I don't know, and I need to learn some more. Does this design, the 1813, not have a way to disengage the whole machine, so that when you're winding a bobbin, you don't have to have the whole machine, at least unthread the upper so you're not making a mess down there and wind, or like, do you have to plan ahead? And when you're winding a bobbin, you do that while you're sewing. So you're just dealing with the fact that that whole needle bar assembly and everything is going to be, related mechanically, is going to be moving too. Yeah, guys ran down here and did that. Might as well get this video out of the way, at least help you out so you're not sitting there waiting. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, put them down below. Share with your friends if you know anybody else. Maybe I'll share this on the Facebook sewing machine groups and on Reddit to see if anybody else wants to chime in, and there's like an actual service person's method to this, where I assume probably just replacing that tire on the wheel is all that's required, unless there's some kind of mechanism in there that needs to be replaced because the metal's worn. When you go to close this, that doesn't push this over enough, where you can see on this machine, I don't really feel much at all movement. Seems pretty tight, so it's not engaged, but it's supposed to be away. So there's not much tolerance, I think, for that tire to rub into that gear. Okay, be safe, take care, and until next time, bye now.